optional supplies, you can use pen and paper, pencil and paper, or a dry erase marker and a whiteboard. Don't forget the eraser. I'm learning to write lowercase letters. Good morning, children. This is Miss Fury. Today we're going to learn about writing lowercase letters, and it's always good to review how to write those lowercase letters because we use them a lot more than we do capitals in our writing. So let's start with the letter A today. When we write the letter A, we start with a different letter, C. So here's how we write the letter A. Remember, these are lowercase letters. Magic C is bump and down. Notice I did not pick up my marker. That is not a letter A. Okay, that's maybe how it might look when you're reading a book, but when we write the letter A, it's magic C is bump and down. Let's say that together. Ready, go. Magic C is bump and down. Okay, let's write our letter B next. We're just going to go from A to Z and do the entire alphabet. B. Big line down, swim up to the middle, around, and bump. Okay, so notice again, didn't pick up my marker. I went all the way down. Let's do that again. So we start at the top. It's a big line down. So big line down, swim up to the middle, around, and bump. Okay, again, this is not a B. Okay, we want to make sure that we're writing our words our letters correctly so that when we get to our writing and we're writing out our words, it's just automatic and your brain knows exactly what to do. Nice job with your lowercase b. Let's do a lowercase c. So what I always say is that a lowercase c needs to be open on the right hand side because it's like Pac-Man and it wants to eat whatever in front of it. Okay, magic C is one little curve. Okay, if you can't remember what direction that curve is open to, remember, you want to eat the little dots in front of you like Pac-Man. Okay, you can't go that, it's not going to go that way. It goes this way. Okay, magic C is one little curve for C. A D also starts with a lowercase c. So let's do the lowercase d together. I really like this one because I get to change my voice. Magic C is bump up higher, back down, and bump. Now notice, didn't pick up my marker. Let's do that one again. Magic C is bump up higher, back down, and bump. Okay, let's do a lowercase e now. Hit the ball, run the bases, and stop. Now remember, when you hit the ball, it goes forward. So when you're doing that lowercase e, it goes this way, around, and then stops. You wouldn't go this way, okay? The ball doesn't go backwards. It would hit you. That'd be silly. So it goes forward. So you start here, hit the ball, run the bases, and stop. Okay, let's do it one more time because that one could be tricky until we've got it down. Hit the ball, run the bases, and stop. Okay, and there is a little space right here. Okay, F. This is a fish hook. Big line down, little line in the middle. Okay, it almost looks like a staff or like one of those things that sheep herders might use, okay, when they're helping with their flocks of sheep. Okay, think a little Bo Peep, right? The little staff that she has. So a little fish hook, straight down, little line across. Okay, G. G also starts with a lowercase c, a lot of magic C letters. Okay, now I'm going to draw a line for this one so you can see how it goes below the line. Okay, magic C is bump, down lower, and fish hook. Okay, and I didn't quite close it. I'm sorry, I didn't do that right. So we'll do it again. All right, lowercase g. Magic C is bump, down lower, and fish hook. Okay, it goes below that line. Okay, it doesn't go up above. It's not tall. It goes below. Okay, H. Okay, big line down, swim up to the middle, and hump. Pretty simple. Okay, I. I is a lowercase letter. Remember, these are all lowercase, and it's got a little line, not a big line. So capital I is what we do when we're writing the word I. Okay, so whenever we're writing, it's going to be a capital, but when it's in the middle of a word, like tin or big, okay, then the I is going to be lowercase. So it's a little line and then dot it. That's it. Okay, and J, same thing, it comes next. Okay, this one also goes below the line just like G did. So there's a line. Little line down and fish hook, dot it. Okay, so it's supposed to go below that line. I know it seems like, no, it needs to stay on the line. It's okay. It can go below that line. Okay, J, then K. This is a fun one. Okay, big line down, up to the middle, little line in, and kick out. Okay, kick. Okay, this is kick in sign language. Kick, kick out. So let's do that one again. Big line down, up to the middle, not the top. The top would be a capital, up to the middle, little line in, and kick out. Lowercase k. Okay, an L. This is an L, not the number 1. This is an L. Big line down. That's it. Okay, M. Little line down, swim up to the top and hump, swim up to the top and hump. Okay? Didn't pick up my marker again, okay? This is not an M, unless you're going to McDonald's. Then it's an M. An M has that little line in the beginning, so you need to remember that little line. Let's try it again. So little line down, swim up to the top, hump, swim up to the top, hump. There's a lowercase m right there, and an N that comes after is the same way, but it only has 1 hump instead of 2. Okay? Little line down, swim up to the top and hump. Okay, what letter comes next? O. You're right. O. Magic C goes all the way around. Let's stop. Okay? P. A lowercase p is different than a capital P, even though they look the same, because a lowercase p also goes below that line. Remember, it's okay to go below the line. I know sometimes you think that you can't, but you can. So here's that line again. And just to show you, a capital P would look like this. It's a big line, little curve. Okay, a lowercase p goes below that line. So it's a big line down, but it goes below that line. So big line down, swim up to the top, around, and bump. Okay, very similar. Okay, they look almost the same, but they're not. So let's do that one again. I'm just going to trace right over the top on this one. That's kind of what we would do if we were doing rainbow writing and having lots of colors. You can trace your same letters over and over again with different colors to practice that writing. Okay, and it also will save you on paper, which is really good for the environment. Here we go. Lowercase p. Big line down, swim up to the top, around, and bump. Okay, there's our lowercase p. What letter comes next? A Q. And guess what? We're going to need that line again because it goes below that line. There's our line. Okay, a lowercase q starts with a lowercase c again. So those magic C letters are really important. Here we go. Magic C is bump, down lower, and my kids love this, puppy dog tail. Okay, let's try that again. Magic C is bump, down lower, and puppy dog tail. Love the puppy dog tail. It even kind of looks like it's wiggling. Doesn't it? Looks like it's a little wagon. Okay, but you're not going to do the little lines. I just like to do it for fun. All right, R. Okay. Oh, we don't need a line for that one. I almost drew a line. We don't need it. Okay, an R is a little line down, swim up to the top, hook. That's it. Okay. It almost looks like the start of an M or an N, but it stops right there. Okay. Okay, so an R. You want to make sure it's a little hook or we won't be able to tell the difference between your N's and your R's. So it's a little hook, not a full hook. So you got to be careful when you're doing your lowercase r's. Okay, S. Love the language that comes around with an S because a lowercase s slithers around and back like a snake. Let's try it. An S slithers around and back like a snake. Snake. Okay? T. A T is a big line down, up to the middle, little line across. Again, you've got to make sure that line is up and down or it's going to look like another letter, like a lowercase x, and this is the letter T. So we've got to make sure that we're working really hard on our letter formation so that people can read what we wrote. Okay, T. What letter comes next? U. Let's do a lowercase u. A U is really fun. I don't know why I like writing the letter U, but I just think it's fun. So a lowercase u is a little curve up and straight line down. Okay, oh, but you know what? You see that little space right there? There's not supposed to be a space right there. So let me write it again. It's kind of hard when I'm writing sideways, so thank you for being patient with me. I know you know how to write a lowercase u. Very good. So let's try it again. Up and straight line down. There we go. There's our lowercase u. There shouldn't be a huge space in there. You do need that little line with a lowercase u. Okay? V. Again, a U and a V are similar, but a U is a curve and a V has straight lines. Okay? So you've got to make sure that you're forming those letters correctly so we can tell the difference between a U and a V. Okay, a V. Slide down, climb up. It's pointy. Okay? It's pointy at that bottom part. All right? V like valley. It kind of looks like it's got a valley right through the middle of it. Okay? All right, W. W is two V's put together, but we don't pick up our marker, okay? We slide down, climb up, slide down, climb up. It's another fun one to do. It looks like it's got two valleys. All right, let's do that one more time. Again, this is not a W, okay? A W has pointed lines, and it's so that we can read your writing very, very well, okay? So this is our print writing skills. Slide down, climb up, slide down, climb up. There's our W. Then we have X as in X-ray. Here we go. This one you do pick up your marker, okay? There's no way to do it if you don't pick up your marker. So this one you can't. You slide down, pick up your marker, and slide backwards, and you've got an X. Okay, again, you've got to make sure those lines cross because it's also similar to another letter, the letter Y. Okay, and if you have it up this way, then it might look like a T, which looks like another letter. Okay, so let's write that X again. Okay, little slide back. Okay, there's our X. Next is Y. There's a lot of ways that you can do Y. Okay, I'm just going to show you one way that I do Y, but I'm going to also show you another way that you can do Y, and I'm okay with either. Okay, so it just depends on you. So a little slide down like you would with an X, okay, and this time you slide backwards, but you slide all the way down. And you know what? I should draw the line there because it does go below the line. It's another one of those letters that goes below the line. So let's do it one more time. Okay, slide down, hop to the top, slide backwards below that line. Okay, that's one way that you can write a Y, and that's actually the way that I typically teach kids how to write a lowercase y, but I'm going to show you another way, and it's the same one, and it looks like a U, but it goes below the line as well. So you can go like this, a little curve up, straight line down, below, fish hook. Okay, that's an okay Y too. But this is probably an easier one that you're going to want to practice. This one's maybe after you've gotten some more practice with your letter writing skills. So this is more advanced. This is a little harder. This one's easier for you to do. So I would prefer that you start with this one so that you can really get some good practice in with your lines and your lowercase letter writing skills. Okay. And our last one. X, Y, Z. That's right. Z is really fun too. It's a zigzag. So little line across, slide backwards, little line forward. Okay? So again, little line forward, slide backwards, little line forward. Okay, and again, did not pick up my marker. So now, boys and girls, you know how to write all of your lowercase letters and you know how to practice. This was a really fast video, so please make sure that if you need to stop and practice, you can pause the video, you can ask a parent to help you, or even have a whiteboard in front of you to practice, or a piece of paper on a clipboard with a pen if you're writing on the floor, or sitting at a table. Sitting at a table is good posture too, so that really helps you with your letter writing skills. So if I went too fast for you, because I went super fast in this video, I want you to make sure that you pause if you need to and that you're at a place where you can practice along with us. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and I will see you soon.